Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. I'm going to have a straightforward and honest talk with my fellow NPP sympathizers and also the leadership of the new patriotic party. I would like to ask my fellow NPP that is John Dramani Mahama and the NDC still a cool chop come 2020? This is with all due respect. With all due respect, as an NPP sympathizer, I feel it is my duty to be honest with my people and with my fellow NPP sympathizers and ask again that is John Dramani Mahama and the NDC party still a cool chop after what we witnessed in their internal elections? The honest truth is, as an NPP sympathizer, I would wish that my party, the NPP, will stay in power for years and years. But I would like to ask an honest question. Do we still have what it takes to hold on to power after the NDC party over these few days proved to all Ghanaians that they are poised and ready to battle with us come 2020? Now, let's get real here. The NDC, as we all Ghanaians know, have their own flaws when it comes to governance, especially when their last administration led by John Dramani Mahama was tagged as corrupt and incompetent to the point where they themselves lost trust in their leadership before elections. Now, the same Mahama, yes, the same ex-president Mahama, the NDC hated so bad, has been given the nod. And just not the nod, but an endorsement which should send shivers across the rank and file of our party, the NPP. Now, may I ask, what has changed in these 2 years that has energized the NDC, yes, the whole NDC, to pull all their support for John Mahama? Your guess should be as good as mine. As an NPP sympathizer, I felt very worried and disturbed after I witnessed the statement made by the NDC to Ghanaians, and more especially to we the NPP after they voted massively for John Dramani Mahama. Overwhelming, yes, the 95.24% is overwhelming. It's a big support, and that is what is forcing me to ask that are we the NPP still sticking to the statement that John Dramani Mahama and the NDC are a cool chop for us come 2020? I know some NPP sympathizers like myself will, out of hypocrisy, they will make excuses that the election was an internal election and that it can never represent the mood and minds of the whole nation, which to me is a valid point. But I would also like to ask, what have we been able to achieve to overshadow or to overtake the track record of John Dramani Mahama and the NDC when it comes to infrastructure, the economy, the fight against corruption, job creation, health and education? With all due respect, NPP as a government in power and in a third world country like Ghana, where performance of a government is based on infrastructure, the strength of the currency, health facilities, education, job creation, security and sometimes agriculture, can we say that we as NPP have proved ourselves beyond reasonable doubt? My question is, since the NPP, my NPP took power, have we been able to let Ghanaians know that the things I just mentioned are priorities to us? Now that the NDC is prepared to present John Dramani Mahama, will we as a party in power be able to tell and show Ghanaians that we, the NPP, have performed more than their candidate John Mahama and the NDC party as a whole? We also don't have to forget, yes, NPP, we also don't have to forget that this same John Dramani Mahama we say is a cool chop is the same person who led an NDC administration to build the Kotoka International Airport, the whole airport, the Wa Airport, the Tamale Airport. He also managed to secure a 225 megawatt car power, a 250 megawatt Ameri power, a 220 pump power plant, a 38 megawatt TTP plant, and a 110 megawatt Abuazi plant. This same John Mahama we are saying is a cool chop. This same Mahama, who is a cool chop to us NPP, built 123 community day high schools, the Ridge Hospital, Dodowa Hospital, Wa Regional Hospital, University of Ghana Medical Center, the Maritime Hospital, the Bank of Ghana Hospital. These were all built under the administration of John Dramani Mahama. This same candidate, we the NPP say, will be a cool chop come 2020. He built 2,948 chip compounds, the Circle Interchange, Brekese Water Supply Project,
the Asante Mampong water supply. This and many more. I can go on. And they are there for every Ghanaian to see, my fellow NPP. So we should stop deceiving ourselves. With all due respect, my fellow NPP, we don't have to lie to ourselves that the ordinary Ghanaian does not know about these things I just mentioned and others which I cannot even mention. I know NPP as a party in government, we are doing our best to prove to Ghanaians that John Dramani Mahama and the NDC are a cool chop come 2020. But what do we have to show Ghanaians if the person we are underestimating comes to the table with a full hand? Have we addressed the real problems of the ordinary Ghanaian? For the past 3 years since we, the NPP, came into office, what can we boast of as a clear-cut achievement? From infrastructure, education, health, economy, employment, security, and agriculture, what can we point to that will convince Ghanaians that John Dramani Mahama is still a cool chop? Are we going to show a national cathedral, a free SHS which is still struggling because we, the NPP, have decided not to even complete the schools Mahama left behind? Are we going to tell them about NABCO, which has become a total scam? Are we going to talk about banning of Galamsey whilst we, the same people, we, the NPP, our people are actively involved? Or we are going to tell the Ghanaian selling the Etua forest to the Chinese to mine our bauxite is the best decision we have made? We should also remember that Ayawasu brutality is still fresh in the minds of the ordinary Ghanaian who will be voting. My fellow NPP, let us not deceive ourselves. The NDC is poised to bring Mahama back to finish what he started. The schools, the hospitals, the airports, the cheap compounds, the affordable housing, the roads and interchanges. What do we have to show to the ordinary Ghanaian to prove our track record is better than John Dramani Mahama and the NDC come 2020? The NDC made a statement and we have to take them seriously because the ordinary Ghanaian is watching, and it is either we make a bigger statement than the NDC or start preparing our handing over notes as a party in power. We, the NPP, can lie to ourselves and do all the antics in politics. But the honest truth is, the NDC have made a statement, and it's a strong, emphatic one. Finally, with all due respect, let's ask ourselves again, my fellow NPP, is John Dramani Mahama and the NDC still a cool chop for us come 2020? I strongly believe that it is not the case. We have to be honest to ourselves, NPP, because we are failing the people, and the honest truth is we might be closer to our destruction than we think. We should not fool ourselves with slogans and hypocrisy. What I see as an NPP sympathizer is arrogance and loose talk. We have to go back to the basics and serve the people. We have to fulfill our promises, or else we should forget 2020. I might be sounding like an enemy within, but this is the gospel truth. 2020 is not going to be about propaganda and victimization. I believe it will be about performance, which we, the NPP, are lacking big time. So the earlier we listen to ourselves, the better for us as a government in power. 2020 is going to be performance or sack. Period. My name is Kevin Taylor, and this is With All Due Respect.